What's good, everyone? What's up, nigga? What's good, nigga? Yeah, I'm just making a video. I don't know what this video is gonna be about. Yeah, I'm gonna drop the link when a few people get in the room. Yeah, yeah, it was good. This fat ass birria taco eating motherfucker, take your ass back inside. Looking like a goddamn a fucking fat version of fucking Nacho Libre. Ugly ass piece of shit. Oh man, these motherfucking bots. I hate fucking bots so much. I don't like these fucking bots, man. They're fucking retarded, man. Like it's crazy. It's so crazy that you're seeing a lot of niggas fucking um like they're starting to date these fat disgusting ass bitches out here. Like like I'm starting to see a lot of fat. Like there's this one nigga that I used to know and he used to always be like hella picky on women. And then I seen like he had a few months ago he had like cuz he has a YouTube channel and he had like he was dating some female. I think he broke up with the bitch because he made videos making he made videos of the bitch and he broke up with the bitch. And then so I don't think he's dating the bitch no more, and the bitch was ugly as fuck. And this type of bitch he wouldn't date like 3, 4, 5 years ago. He wouldn't date. He would like make like he'd be hella picky, like, oh, she's hella fat or she's hella this or, and it's weird. I'm like, he's dating. And I'm like, and I didn't say nothing, but I'm like, god damn. And then when I looked at it, she kind of is like on his mind frequency. So I'm thinking like people are just like taking like they're not settling down just with anybody no more. They have to fucking because they don't want to date a female that doesn't vibe with them. And because in order to find a female that that's attractive that vibes with you, you have to be like fucking really 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 fucking lucky. Like it has to be like some type of like soulmate type shit or something. Like you gotta manifest it or something because the average woman that's attractive is traumatized. Like a woman who looks a 9 or 10 out of 10 is more mentally traumatized than a female who's like a 2. Like this is why like you'll see rappers and shit. Like you see like some not rappers but like celebrities, even sometimes rappers, and it'll be like an ugly ass bitch, and then like she be hella like she be hella more successful and mentally strong than like an attractive female. You see what I'm saying? Like you can tell like it'll be like let me give you an example. Like you'll be seeing like a female like I don't want to say Gabrielle Union because I don't really know her personality, but they'll be like an ugly bitch like Sexy Red. Like that bitch is fucking looks like fucking dog doo doo. And then you have another fine sister that's like fucking let me name. I don't know the name, but you'll be seeing them on like NBA Housewives and all this other shit, and they be attractive, and then they be like batshit crazy and depressed and on pills, and I'd be like, and then they be fine, but then you'll see a bitch like Sexy Red, she ugly as fuck, but then she has her certain mindset where it's like a men it's like a she has a man's mind but in a positive way that's able where she's able to manifest shit. But then you'll see a female who's attractive and then she'll be insecure to even go out and do things. Oh, I don't want to go out to the bar without having my makeup, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. But you see ugly ass bitches who are like the opposite of that, and it's like, so I'm like, it makes me kind of think like we just live in a fucking weird ass world. That's what I'm saying. Like it's weird. So now all these bitches that are attractive and that are fine and shit, they're in for a rude awakening because one thing with women is women fucking women what's it called? Women they age like milk. Most women. So the older, especially if they're like a white woman or a woman that ain't black, like they age horribly. That's why a lot of their men white men. I'm not saying all you white men, but a lot of white men are into pedophilia. Like the average white man likes like thin women that look like 12 years old because this is being real. I'm not saying all white men because I know white men who they're not into that, and I also know white men that like 40 years old and they look young. So don't say I'm like, but I'm speaking like over 90% of white people that are men, they're into that pedophilia shit, and it's like a subconscious thing because they're women, they age like milk, so this is why they like younger women on average more. So it's like a subconscious thing, and they're women when they're dating their wife and shit, and the wife gets older, they don't find the wife attractive, and they don't want to get a divorce because it's going to cause a lot of money through alimony and child support. So like they'll stay with the wife and then cheat on somebody who's younger, and the wife will feel more insecure and get upset and be like, "Oh fuck you, Tom, you fucking cheated on this bitch, and she looks like a little kid because like you look old and you're wrinkly and shit, and he wants somebody younger." That's what it is, because like they age hella horribly and shit because of like the whole the way the genetics is, the skin color. Because like if you watch, I don't even want to, but I don't want to even get into the race thing because that's not my information. I didn't bring that information. But when I watched Dolo's channel and he said everybody's butts and all skin color is like genetic deficiency. So even black is all genetic, every skin tone. So one of the genetic deficiencies of white people is like their skin ages and shit. So that's the negative of it. So when you look at it, that's why they age hella horribly, and a lot of their men, they like fucking they're into pedophilia and all that shit, and fucking those young, they like fat flat booties and shit and stuff. It's a subconscious thing. Like I'm telling you, niggas, the shit runs deep. Like black people, we don't really give a fuck about that shit. We like big ass. We like our women a little bit fat, thick, not fat, but like thick and shit. But even like they always used to say black men like fat women, and like that wasn't really the case. Like I like women that are thick with ass, but I don't like no fat ass disgusting whale. Like if you're a whale, you need to go back to the fucking ocean and pretty much get out of my sight of reality, because I'm gonna like look at you with disgust. I'm gonna look at you. I'm gonna walk, when I walk by you, I'm gonna be looking at you like you know fat bitch around me, and if she sting, I'm gonna be like, get the fuck out of my reality, you fat stinking ass bitch. Like I literally, there's this one fat ass bitch talking shit to me. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck away from me. This was like in like when I was in college, or not college, but like it was like a fucking community college I stayed, and the bitch was talking hella shit. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck away from me, you stink, you fat ass bitch. I said this shit in front of like whole class because she kept fucking telling me, oh, you need to do it this way. You're not doing the project right. And she kept fucking going. I'm like, bitch, get the fuck away from me, you stink, you fat ass bitch. I'm like, every time I go around you, I'm gonna be. I go into the classroom. Every time I walk by, I'm like, everyone kept laughing and shit. She got mad, and the teacher's like, "You gotta get kicked out of this class if you keep." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." I dropped out of that fucking shit. I hate that. I hate school. Stinking ass, stupid bitch, talking all that shit and stuff, saying all this racist shit. She wasn't saying racist shit, but she was kind of giving. I was just clowning, because I'd be the first one to clown your ass hella hard. I don't care. I can get really disrespectful. I remember I was on a bus once, and some stupid fat ass, I was sitting down, right, and then it was a crowded bus. It was like because I used to go to Job Corps, and I stayed there, and then they kicked me out because I had some weed. And then like, they would go on these excursions and go out to go look around and shit. And then it was crowded, so we had to sit down. And I sat next to this one fat ass bitch, and then the dude's like, "That's my girl right there. I want to sit there." And I'm like, "Dude, it's crowded. Just chill out." And then that's my girl. I'm like, "Ain't nobody want to sit next to this fat ass stinking ass bitch." I said that shit, and I just got up and fucking left. And the niggas all like, he's all looking at me and staring at me and shit. Like I don't give a fuck who y'all. I can get real disrespectful. That's why like I don't. That's why I like to stay to myself, because depending, like sometimes I'd be scared. Like I might, if I have a gun or a knife, I might kill somebody and go to jail, and I don't want to do that. So like I have to like sometimes not say certain things and not be around certain people, because I know if I say certain things about me, like if I say certain secrets about me, if I be too friendly to people, then they'll use it against me. And if I'm not in the right state of mind, I might go get a gun or a knife and I might kill them. Because like if you especially like if you're bigger than me, like I don't like to lose a fight, so I'll do whatever it takes to like win it, and I don't want to do something where I end up going to jail. So like that's why I just like sometimes I stay to myself, because I'm scared of what I might do to certain people at times, because motherfuckers will sit there and test your gangster and shit. But then when somebody gets hurt, and then people's fucking people start losing body parts or something happens, then it's not gonna be about, oh, you snitch, you're a bitch. People want to say, oh, you're a snitch, you a bitch, you ain't gangster. But then when a motherfucker loses a finger or somebody gets knocked the fuck out, then the only thing that's gonna be happening is police are going to be called and you're going to be going to jail, and everyone's going to be looking at you stupid because you're in jail for 5 years, and nobody's going to be looking at you like, oh, you're tough or you're bad. This is why I don't give a fuck about being tough or being a pussy or being, I don't care, because when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, and you in jail locked up for 20 years because you chopped somebody's finger off, they're not going to be looking at you like you tough. They're going to be looking at you like you stupid because you in jail, and they're free out there having the time of their life and you in jail. So that's why I just stay to my motherfucking self, because one of these sheeps going to try me one day and I'm going to hurt somebody. Because I'm like, I'm the nicest person. You guys say I'm me. I'm the nicest person in the world. This world is full of demons. I never start anything. 99% of the time, I never start anything. I'm on my business. I'm a loving person. I'm a nice person. Anytime I'm an asshole is because somebody did something to bring that out of me. Like if it was up to me, everything would be like a fucking cozy Disney movie. We're all smiling and everybody's agreeing with everything I say, and we're all laughing and everything is blissful and peaceful. I wish it was like that, but it's not. People want to sit there and act like it's like that, but then they want to throw shades and talk shit. And then when I become a demon, then that's a problem. Fuck you. If it was up to me, everything would be a cozy, beautiful Disney movie. We're all smiling and we're all in bliss, and that's how it should be in my world, but nobody wants it to be like that. And then I try to make it like that, and then nobody wants it to be like that. And then I'm extreme. If it's not like that, then it's gonna be the opposite. Like that's just how it is. Motherfuckers talk about, oh, balance, balance. Sometimes you don't have no. Be careful with that balance around me, because you have the wrong balance, and I'm gonna end up showing you the other opposite side of what I was on. It's hard for me to have middle ground. Because I'm the nicest person in the world. Is this motherfuckers like to bring negativity out of you. See, like, Sexy Red got a cap sale, and it explains a lot. That's why she got money and she don't give a fuck. Most of these traumatized ass bitches out here that are attractive, they don't got no cap stealing. They probably got like fucking a whole bunch of cancer in their chart. But not even really the good one, not even the good cancer, because these bitches ain't nurturing. These bitches is fucking demons. Because they got daddy issues. A lot of these females, like their dad probably beat the fuck out of them, never told them they love them, or weren't even there. So now they have a certain perception of men that it leaks over into the real world. Now they attract a bunch of men that don't give a fuck about them because they daddy didn't give a fuck about them. And I can understand how they dad didn't give a fuck about them. If I was they daddy, I wouldn't give a fuck about these bitches either. Like, and I know it's always an attractive female that's fucking traumatized and angry. It's like, because it's like when I look at them, it's like the energy I get is like what it is. Because most of these females, they're attractive, but they don't have nothing but looks. So they're upset because the world, especially men, doesn't want to give them nothing but dick. They expect the man to give them a trip to Cabo and Birkin bags and fucking all this shit. But it's like, bitch, what do you bring to the table but your looks? So now when a man talks to the average man, looks at them and it's like, oh, you're attractive, and hits on him, in her mind, she's like, all this nigga wants is to fuck me, and that's it. And bitch, you're right. That's all he wants to do is fuck you, because that's all you have is looks. You're not worthy of anything else. Bring something other than looks, and a man will actually do more than just fuck you. And if you're lucky enough to have a man do something more, you better be grateful, because that's just only gonna last for a little bit, bitch. Because eventually he's gonna get tired, and that's just gonna dry up, and you have to bring something to the table. Just because you look good don't mean shit. And bitch, by the time you hit your Saturn return, you're gonna start realizing you wasted your time, and you're losing your prime. Once you get to age 28, 29, you're gonna realize your prime is being lost, and then now you're gonna start wanting all these men that you did, and then they're not gonna want your stupid ass no more. That's what a lot of women, they don't understand, that they think that they're gonna be like that forever. Like this shit is crazy. And I don't even feel sorry for them. Like, it's weird. And it's just weird because, like, I see the pattern. Like, I hate judging book by its cover, but you have to judge a book by its cover. Like, nowadays, 99% of the time I see something, it always checks out and verifies. Like, it's always the same pattern. Like, it's like a robot. It's a program. That's why I'm like, what's the difference between AI? Everybody has something to say about AI. Stop talking shit about AI, bitch. You're AI as well, you fucking hypocrite. How are you going to talk shit about AI and you're AI? I could go up to somebody right now and I can predict how they're gonna move, how they're gonna attack. I know them more than they know themselves. Like, if you look a certain way, if you dress a certain way, if you move your fingers a certain way, if your lip is shaped a certain way, I know what type of car you drive. I know what type of food you like. I know what you like to do on the weekends. That's how deep it goes. That's how fucking deep it goes. Like it's crazy. He's like dangerous for people who are supposed to do great things in life. Most of these bots don't even know what the fuck they need to do in life. They don't know. They're like, how you in your fucking 20s, especially your fucking 30s, and you still don't know what you're supposed to be doing in life. Like, you don't have a hint. You still out here thinking that like nobody knows the answers to life, and we just gotta suck it up and get the fuck out of here. Like, there's this one depressed ass nigga I used to be cool with, and like he'll always be like, we just when you're depressed, you just have to suck it up and just handle it. I have depression, and we no, bitch, we're not gonna just handle it. We're gonna actually heal the depression. Or if you can't heal the depression, I have more respect for you if you take your anger out on somebody. But for you to just suck it up and just think that's normal, you're a fucking idiot. Get the fuck out of here. You're not connected to me like that. Anytime you have a problem or an issue, there's a solution to it and you can solve it. It may take 5, 10 years, but you can solve it and you can start on it right now. And if you think nobody has the answer to something, then you can kiss my ass. Obviously, somebody built this fucking system for you to come up with the concept that somebody can have an answer or not have an answer based on an official status. So whoever did that, they had the answer. They created a system. They created a fucking concept, and all your ideas that come in your brain, because you can't say they're your ideas, because bitch, you just told me right now nobody knows. So you don't even know about yourself. But obviously, somebody knew how to create a system that your fat ass dwells in every day. You go to that fucking restaurant and you fill your fat ass face with groceries. You do that every day. Somebody had a concept and a knowing on how to do that. You don't know how to do that. If I went and told you I know how to create my own system and create, you'll say no, you don't. But yet you say nobody knows. Obviously, somebody fucking knows. Go ask the person who did all that shit that you're participating in. Go ask them. That's somebody, and they know. I don't even try to react or give these motherfuckers same energy unless they put hands on me. Yeah, I don't even like. I don't attract people no more like that. This was like years ago. Like nowadays, because my aura, my energy is to a point where I don't even attract that. When you have a certain mindset, people know to stay the fuck back. They don't even like. But me, it's kind of annoying because I look really young. So motherfucker, they'll think like I'm like 20 or 18 or like literally they'll think I'm really young. So then that kind of treat me in a way that will sometimes piss me the fuck off. So like, and then even when I do get kind of like disrespectful, they'll be like, they'll give me the energy like, why are you disrespecting your elders? Like, bitch, I'm fucking your age, idiot. Like, they don't say that, but they'll give me that energy, like, or they'll like look at. They won't say that, but they'll look at me like I'm supposed, because I look hella young compared to my age. So I hate when motherfuckers they try to play pull that bullshit on me. They don't pull that on me. I have to distance myself from a lot of people. But I remember the time you said that certain people deserve an ass whooping because of how low vibrational they are. Yeah, most people do deserve an ass whooping. People get their ass whooped every day. It doesn't have to be physical ass whooping. It comes in all shapes and sizes. Somebody scammed you from fucking thousands of dollars from your credit card. That's an app for version of an ass whooping. You got in a car accident. You lost your fucking job. Your fat ass bitch left you. So many things that happen on a daily basis to people. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no such thing as good things happen to bad people. Bad things happen to good people. There's no such thing. Anything bad that happens to somebody, they deserve it. Just know that. If you're a bot and if you're a sheep and you think it's normal to pay taxes and vote, then you're a bad person. You're a very, very, very bad person, and bad things need to happen to you. If you believe in the system, if you believe in the government, if you believe in voting, if you believe in the world health and you believe in certain things, you're a very, very bad person, and bad things need to happen to you. Chauncey, do you think you more were spirits ahead of their current timeline compared to the bots in this outdated system? You think more where spirits are ahead of their current timeline? To be honest, most people aren't even aware of shit. To be honest, there's only like a few people on this planet really aware of it. Like a lot of the people you see on the internet talking about spirituality really ain't shit. They're not talking. There's only like 1% of people who speak on spirituality, including me, that actually are really onto anything. Everybody else is just like everyone else. Like don't think just because somebody has new age in their title that they're somebody special. Like they're just a person speaking about new age. That's all it is, which is another religion like Christianity. This is not really like, because what's anybody talking about? Nobody's talking about anything. Like you have you have only one or two channels out here talking about the solar eclipse and the astrological benefits of it. The rest is a bunch of numbnuts and degenerates on fucking TikTok talking about a fucking don't stare at the eclipse. Do you know the eclipse on April 8th is going to bring in the New World Order, and all the black Anunnakis are going to come and start taking over the world and punishing all the Jewish people for all their wrongdoing? That's 99%. And I was like, it's fucking pathetic. Do you know there's going to be an X in the middle of the United States? It's an X. It goes in the middle of the United States, guys. Get the fuck out of here. The sun is going to be going over a city named Rapture, Illinois. It's an eclipse, and it's going over the city Rapture. We're having a Shut the fuck up. If I see a fucking X in the middle, if I see a picture of an X in the middle of the United States one more time, I'm about to strangle somebody till they fucking can't breathe no more. My God, man, what the fuck is going on here, dude? Get that shit out of here. Like this is what it is. And I'm supposed to take this shit serious. And it's some motherfucker that like nigga like in the people that are like speaking this shit, they all sound like they got fucking homework they gotta turn in the morning. Like bitch, go do your homework or something. Go fucking get fondled by your college professor, you fucking weirdo ass nigga. Like why are you talking about this? You don't even know shit. Go back to do your studies. Go back to you sound like a fucking a rookie. Fuck out of here. So I don't take most mother. That's why I don't like a lot of people, man. And as I just really, it's to a point where like I don't. Maybe it's my Saturn and Pisces, and Pisces in the seventh house, like because I have a very like I just can't be around. Even if I see a motherfucker like right now, I just around their presence, it just irritates me. Sometimes I be questioning myself, like, am I gonna be like one of those shooters or something, or am I like those people who just like want to just air everybody out? Because like I just really don't like motherfuckers like that. They just piss me the fuck off. Like their ignorance, their stupidity, their this unknowingness. Like I'm like, it's 2024. How the fuck are you still on that 2003 vibration? Don't you experience reality like I do? Like last time I checked out, anybody who's breathing is experiencing reality. If you're experiencing reality, how the fuck are you coming up with the conclusions you're coming up? I'm not saying you got to be a genius, but like, give me a fucking break here. This is crazy. And shit, somebody says that's all I see on the YouTube feed, solar eclipse. That yeah, it's because they put that out there. And then somebody said, "Oh, the National Guard is coming out on the fucking solar eclipse." Like, who gives a fuck? Who the fuck is a National Guard? I don't care about a National Guard. A National Guard is supposed to guard the fucking the nation. Let them do what the fuck they want to do. If they think that coming out on that certain date is gonna make it more protective, then let them. That's what they do. Why the fuck is that important? I don't give a fuck about a National Guard. Who the fuck is a National Guard? A National Guard can die for all I care. I can care about it. Like speaking about it like that's important. A National Guard. Fuck a National Guard. Like police are supposed to come out and stuff, and like, and then when they get these fucking these statements or these quotes or whatever, they're from articles written by the same government that they say they don't like, the same government that you say is holding back information. They're holding back information, but then they put information that you believe. So wouldn't, if they're holding back information that's important, wouldn't the information they put out be bullshit? Wouldn't you think of that? Oh, they're trying to hold back the information, but then the information's out there. Like you see Billy Carson, that stupid ass nigga. Oh, they're holding back this information about Antarctica, but then your fucking video of that information has 500,000 views within like a week. Shut your stupid nigga ass up. Shut your stupid and shut the fuck up and go run a trap house or something, nigga. At least you supplying the neighborhood with actually something more valuable than your bullshit information. So I hate Billy Carson. Fuck you. He said, you look like the Muppets. Fucking retards, man. Mm. But yeah, like these niggas are stupid though. Yeah, we gotta do something better, man. Like we gotta do something better. But like I've given up on society. I've given up on society as well. Society's already done if you think about it. Like, fuck all the information aside. Just from looking at it from a health perspective, most people are just really unhealthy. They eat garbage. The depopulation, they're already amping that up. They're putting more stuff in the food, like the chemicals in the air. It's gonna get a lot worse. So most people probably won't even live to be like 80. Like they keep telling you, niggas, oh, everyone's gonna live to 80 life expectancy. They'll be lucky to live to 60 to where the chemicals they're going to be putting in shit. So I really don't like, most people are going to like, because the human beings becoming useless. They're releasing AI. Once they really release AI, then there's no point for a human being no more at that point. And it's got to get to a point where you won't even need to like conversate with regular people, because the AI, you're going to be able to hold a better conversation in 20 years with an AI than a regular person. Because at least with the AI, you'll be able to program the AI to talk about what you want to talk about. You won't have to go to a dumbass sheep and pretend to actually care about their useless, meaningless existence and what they got to tell you. Like, I don't have to pretend no more. I could just program this machine to talk about what I want to talk about and have a more fulfilling conversation. That's how it's going to be. It's sad, but it's going to be like that. So these, like, it's just, so I feel uncomfortable when people ask me what I do for a living. If they're a boss, I don't know why they feel comfortable. Yeah, why you gotta ask somebody what they do for a living? I noticed that shit. Like, I remember I used to go around my parents' friends at like the dinner table and shit back in the day. Like, what are you doing? What are your plans? Like, that's all you gotta ask me is what am I doing? Like, why the fuck you care what I'm doing, bitch? You gonna help me out? Are you gonna put me on? If I tell you my career, you're gonna give me a network and a hook. Like, if you're not, then why the fuck you care? It's just a fucking a nut sizing contest, a dick sizing contest. Like, oh, you're doing that? And it's like, even if I was doing something like that's so spectacular, like, bitch, I don't fuck with you. I don't like you. Yeah, I'm a lawyer that makes $500,000 a year, but I'm a lawyer that makes $500,000 a year that don't fucking like you. So what the fuck does that matter if I'm making that or if I'm not? I'm still not gonna fucking like you. Like I'm supposed to be some type. I'm supposed to feel good that you like look at me some type of way. I question even myself. If I feel good from your compliment, I'm looking at myself like I'm fucking insecure. If I feel good from your fucking from that stupid ass from a compliment coming from a stupid ass like you. He said, "What's your thoughts on this light code language bullshit?" That's my thoughts. Talk about light code. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Speak English, nigga. Speak fucking English. Go out in the middle of the street and speak like that, nigga. Then watch how crazy you look. No one gives a fuck about no light language. What the fuck is light language, nigga? First of all, nigga, you speaking a language, any type of language that's coming out of your fucking flabbergaps That's low vibrational because you're speaking. Now you talk about light language. Light is fucking demonic. It's Luciferian. So you're speaking. Your light language is more devilish and demonic than English. The fuck? It's like it's worse because it's the original Lucifer language. It's the original language of when you were running your fucking lips, talking. At least the English it came after the fact. It's still fucking dense, but like that light language, light is Lucifer. That's like the original template of like bullshit. Like fuck that shit. Talk about they channeling. What are you channeling? At the end of the day, you like whatever you're channeling. Is it gonna take over the fucking the United States government and make us run shit? If it's not doing that, bitch, you ain't channeling nothing. A fucking schizophrenia that's on fucking dope is channeling every day when I walk the fucking streets and I hear him talking to him fucking self. Like you're just that, but on a different octave. You're no better. This shit is ridiculous, man. Like, don't even all those people that they say, "Oh, I'm channeling light language." Look at their life. Who are they? They might not say, "Oh," then they'll probably be like, "Oh, I manifested this. I have this house. I have this." There's also somebody who fucking makes videos about Super Mario Brothers and gaming streams, and they got the same shit you got. So you're not important, bitch. There's a 18-year-old who streams Super Mario Brothers and has a fucking nice background and a fucking car like you do in your lot. So you can't say I got light language and it made me manifest. Where I can see in society a Super Mario Brothers streamer and a human trafficker with the same material shit. And are you gonna and you will say that those people are less than you, but they got the same material as you. So why are you comparing material? You stupid retarded bitch! Like fuck you could take your channeling and shove it up your ass. You need to fucking channel some fucking you need to channel something else besides what you're channeling because whatever you're channeling is giving you wrong information. Because just because you're channeling something doesn't mean it's correct. You could be channeling something and it's the wrong information. And first of all, why do you need to channel anything? Like I fucking have the knowledge. I'm not channeling shit. If I if I have to channel something, that's kind of like a disrespect. Like I'm gonna feel insecure. Like I need this fucking shit, this spirit or this thing to tell me something, and whatever it's telling me, I should know it if it's important. If it's something I don't know that I need that, then it's not important. And if you don't believe me what I just said, then why doesn't anybody who's channeling come up with anything? Like nobody talks how I talk. And you see other spiritualists that talk like how I talk and they don't even channel. So you need to question yourself why you're channeling all this shit just to come up with stuff that I can get on the internet or I can go get at a library. It's not like you're channeling some profound information that like for example, before Christianity was created, there was no Christianity. Somebody invented Christianity. Whoever invented that has more power than the person channeling their bullshit information because they created a religion that over a billion people participate in. Whatever the fuck you're channeling isn't that important because it can't even garner enough attention to have your neighbor or a fucking 1,000 people give a fuck about it. And yet you want to say, oh, it's on YouTube, I got a channel. But bitch, did you create a YouTube channel? Did you create the YouTube platform? Did you create the religion? No, you're using it. So if your shit was so important, it would be to a point where it would change lives at a point. You'll have another religion. Whatever you're channeling, that will be your religion. So if you're channeling, like people like to say, I'm channeling Bashar or I'm channeling all these other dumbass things. But why don't you have a religion where it's as powerful as Christianity or Catholicism, or you have your own system or something? Why are you still fucking collecting YouTube checks, making a little 15,000 a month, which really ain't shit, and you think you're all that because you just channel? Get the fuck out of here. These people, they motherfuckers is. I hope they don't ban this fucking video. The people need to hear this information. Like, I don't like to be like disrespectful, but people need to hear the truth. Ain't nobody really speaking the truth. Everybody likes to tone it down and be all that and like fuck out of here. Like I remember I was on this one nigga's page and this was like fucking like about a year ago and I was watching his shit and one thing you guys gotta understand is any motherfucker who responds to you, like me, I'm a content creator. And if you guys leave a comment, I'm gonna respond to you. I have respect for you guys to respond in actual, I don't know, like letters and words. Every time I see a content creator and only thing they can respond is with an emoji, don't trust that motherfucker. If a motherfucking content creator could only respond with just an emoji, that's a fucking a people pleasing ass nigga. Like you'll sit there and be like, nice video, bro. I liked when you did this, this, and that. And then they'll respond with like a little fucking they'll respond with like a little emoji. They'll respond like a little peace emoji, or they'll respond with like the little like smiley face, and like that's it. Don't trust those motherfuckers because those are the type of people where if you left a real deep comment, they won't respond or they'll delete your comment because these are people pleasing people. They want to make sure everything is so perfect on their channel, and their channel ain't even shit. Their channel's trash to begin with. So they want to keep it all happy and peaceful and perfect. But those are the same motherfuckers. Those are the people that because I'm a Pisces, so I'll show a mirror to you. So I will show you what you need to see, whether consciously or subconsciously. So those are the people who get roasted the fuck out of, who get really disrespected by people like me, and I'm gonna say some really deep shit that's gonna offend you. Like this video will probably offend them, and they'll probably get upset. So like don't ever trust those type of people who respond with just an emoji. They can't actually come up with like letters and respond in a full comment. Don't trust those people. Those are people pleasing insecure fucks. And I'm not gonna name any names, but I see some people like that. I'm not gonna name no names though, because I'm not. Well, not that I don't want no drama. It's just right now I'm not in a mood where like I'm in that. Maybe when Gemini season comes, then I'll probably be in that mood because usually that's when I'm in that type of mood where I don't give a fuck and I'll ruffle some feathers. I don't care. But right now I'm not in that mood right now to ruffle some feathers. Because like me, I really don't give a shit to be honest. Because none of this shit really means anything. The only thing that means anything to me right now is becoming a breatherian and not eating and not fucking and not drinking. Anything other than that's not important. So if it's not about not eating, getting rid of desires of not eating, fucking, or drinking, it ain't important to me. I really don't give a fuck. Wasting my time. He said, "Thank you. I needed this laugh." It's sad that this is actually funny because it was. This is not even supposed to be funny. This is real. This is reality. What I just explained, and the reason it's funny is because it just shows you how lame reality is. So this shouldn't even be funny because everything I just stated wasn't even a joke. That's the crazy thing. That's the ironic thing about this video. This wasn't even supposed to be a joke. Everything I literally stated from the beginning of this video to now was actually facts and truth. It was no joke. And anything you think is funny, you're laughing at reality. And it shouldn't even be like that. That means people need to get their shit together. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, but at the end of the day, like I'm not the most perfect person in the world, and I'm not the smartest person in the world. But the most perfect person and the smartest person in the world, they're not in my life. I don't see them. So technically I am the smartest person and the most perfect person. If you guys catch my fucking drift. Because niggas like, well, you're not the smartest person in the world. Yeah, I'm not the smartest person. There is a smart person, but they're not in my reality. But as far as right now, in my reality right now, I am the smartest motherfucker in the world. I mean, even if they were in my reality, nigga, that's like 1% of people. So 90, being smarter than 99.999% of people, that's still pretty fucking high. I'll take that over being the smartest any day. So technically, I am kind of the smartest, if you want to put it like that. For all you motherfuckers, oh, you're not the smartest person, you're not the, but I am part of the, I am that 99.9% percentile. So pretty damn close, and I'll take that any day over fucking being the smartest. So it's just like somebody telling you you're not a billionaire, but you have 990 $100 million. It's like it's still a lot of fucking money. Shit, I don't need to be a billionaire. It's still a lot of money. That's how I see it. How's Aries season going for you? Aries season is going good. It's going good right now. I got some well, I don't. I'll get into that later, probably about a week, as far as my the Breatherian stuff, because there's certain things I'm testing out right now. Then I'm gonna come back with you guys with that in a couple weeks. But yeah, there's a lot of changes that's coming to me in terms of my health, my diet, how I'm gonna be switching. I already told you I'm gonna be switching to liquidarian. I gotta get rid of all solid foods. I was watching. Well, I'll get into that later, but yeah, I'm getting rid of all solid foods. I'm done with that shit. I'm done with that shit. But yeah, we in a new time right now. We always in a, everyone's gonna say, oh, we're in a new time. Every season is a new time. It's a new shift. There's never the same shift. People talk about, oh, we're in a new shift. We're always in a new shift. This shift just happens to be a little bit bigger, but we're always in a new shift. Every season is a new shift. So it's nothing special, nothing new, nothing. It's yeah, I'm not gonna say it's nothing special. Obviously, it's different, but every year there's a solar eclipse. Every year there's a lunar eclipse. So, like I said, it's all the same. It just this one's happening over the U.S. That's why everybody's making it a big fucking deal. But every year is a lunar and solar eclipse. Every 6 months, actually. So there's going to be another one in the next 6 months. We're always doing the same shit. It's just the illusion looks different. There's nothing really new happening other than just the illusion. But we're going through the we're always doing the same thing technically. Don't make it seem like we're in some type of new spectacular. At the end of the day, you want a fucking human goddamn body in the third dimension. That's not really new. Like that's you're low right now. So especially if you're an old soul and you've been here before, you've done this shit before, it looks different. So let's don't get caught up in the we in this do. At the end of the day, just do what you got to do and keep it simple like that. That's how I like to do it. Yeah, shout out to Mooney Mercury, everyone. Go check out his channel if you haven't already. Yep, Mooney Mercury right there. He makes some good ass music, to be honest. Like, I was listening to some of his music. He got like that. His music kind of reminds me like that 2010, 2011 flow. Like that, he just he don't be copying all these other motherfuckers out here be making the same ass music, fucking replica of every other artist. He does his own style, his own type of beats, which I respect. It's not like the same shit everybody's doing, and it sounds good too. But so check his channel out. See, but entrepreneurship fun as fuck. Oh, if I missed your comment, I'm gonna go back up and read. I'm just skipping over. But bro, entrepreneurship fun as fuck. I understand everything is Masonic, but if there's a way to make money without being 95, yeah, there's plenty of ways to make money without being 95. Plenty of ways. You just gotta really just work on yourself. Really, just focus on working on self, and then you're gonna come up with ideas, and then that's gonna work. It's not even coming up with an idea. It's like because anybody could come up with an idea. It's about is the energy's gonna allow your idea to work. Like you could come up with a fucking pancake making machine, and if you're not in the right energy, it's not gonna work. But then if somebody's in the right energy, they could come up with that same idea and it works. This is why you have situations where this person he stole my invention, but he really didn't steal it. It's like even if you were to went through with the invention, it probably wouldn't even work as if he did it because it's about the energy. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't have like it's deeper than that. It's not like you just stole it. Because just because somebody stole your invention doesn't mean if you used the invention it would have worked. He probably had the energy where he stole your invention and it worked for him. But if he didn't steal it and you had the invention, if you were in a negative energy, your invention would have flopped. So it's like it's deeper than that. You can't just look at it like oh you gotta know what's going on. It's not so black and white life and reality as they want you to think it is. It's more to the story. But yeah, you can get out of a 9 to 5. You can. You just gotta like really. You usually when you don't care about shit, that's when you usually manifest the most shit. I think that's how it is for me. Once you start caring about shit, then you're not gonna manifest. This is why I say you want to reach a certain conscious awareness state Once you reach a certain conscious awareness state, then you're going to be more involved with your internal world and keeping that right and not care so much about external. And then that's when things start happening external. And then people look at you from the external like, oh, you're lucky, you're this, you're that. How the fuck you doing that? But in reality, you don't give a fuck about all that shit. That's how it's supposed to be. Once you start focusing on trying to manipulate the external and try to be here and do that, then it doesn't work. It flops, or it doesn't, it just, or even if you were to manifest, let's just say you were focusing on the external. Let's just say you're like some trafficker, you selling dope and drugs, and you're working so much external, you're not doing it the right way. Even if you do get all that money, you're not. It's not going to fulfill you. It's not going to fulfill you. The spirit is not going to allow it to fulfill you. So you're going to have to keep doing it over and over, and then eventually you're going to get into a situation where you get killed, you get caught, or you lose the money. And by the time you, even though you spent millions of dollars and you had Lamborghinis and all that, and you fucked all the bitches, by the time you lose all of it, you're gonna feel like you didn't get the energy, you didn't get your worth from all that stuff. So you could have fucked 20 bitches and had 20 Lamborghinis, and then you got caught up 5 years later. By the time you get caught up, you didn't feel like you lived your life. Even though you did all that, you didn't feel you still didn't feel fulfilled, because it's not you can't trick and take a shortcut. You have to actually do it right. So even if you do somehow, because some people somehow they'll get all the glitz and glamour and not do the work, but then eventually that shit will be snatched from them, and when it gets snatched, they're gonna feel like, well, I didn't get to experience it enough. I want to, even though they experience it for 10, 20 years, they're still gonna feel unfulfilled, because it's like you can't cheat the system, or not the system, but you can cheat the fuck the system, but you can't cheat the spirituality. You have to really go and do it like you're supposed to do it. Like it gets that deep. It gets that deep. Haven't you guys ever heard of anhedonia? It's like where you can't get pleasure. Like, because a lot of you guys think that when you have sex, or when you get a new toy, or you get something good happens to you, you think that external thing is making you happy. That's not what it is. There's a certain chemical in the brain, and a certain, I don't want to say organ, but a certain function and process that happens in the brain when every time something good happens to you, like you fuck, or you get a new toy, or you find money, that turns on. But if that is damaged, and this, or the spirit doesn't want it to work, you can find money, you can fuck, and you can get new things, and it won't bring you happiness. There's a lot of billionaires out here who have that, where they this is why they're greedy, and they always need more, and they're miserable and depressed, because even though they have all the money, and then they can go out and do whatever they want, it doesn't bring them the same joy. Like, they'll go out and spend some money and buy a car, and it doesn't bring them pleasure, so they have to keep doing it more and more, and they get angry, and then they have to abuse children, do this and that, because they're fucked up mentally. So they're not really happy, because that part of the process in their brain is not working, because it's not, what makes you happy isn't the external, it's a certain process that happens. And if that isn't working, you can have the external and still not be satisfied and fulfilled, even though you have it, because that's turned off. It's like you can't move your hand up unless certain ligaments are functioning. If those ligaments aren't functioning, no matter how much you want to move your hand up, it's not going to go up. So it's the same with that process. No matter how much you get external things, if that process isn't working, it's not going to bring you joy. So this is where the only way you can bypass that, regardless, is by doing drugs. That's the only way you can really buy. That's why you have a lot of these addicts that are rich, and they have, like, why are they rich and they on drugs? Because if they're not on drugs, they're not happy. Like, things don't bring them happy, and then they have to be on drugs to even enjoy those things. So then they'll be high as fuck when they do those things to make it fun. A lot of them, they got a lot of these rich billionaires and shit. They have to be a high up, like these rappers. They gotta drink lean to fuck and take Percocets to fuck. Otherwise, they can't get it up or nothing, because like their shit is burnt the fuck out, and like they haven't done the inner work and shit. It's like, it's crazy. They're not even, a lot of these rappers ain't even happy. They're miserable. It's just they drink a lot of lean and take a lot of perk. So that's what makes them happy. If you took that shit away from them, they'll be like fucking that like that Temptation nigga, or like that, what's that nigga's name? Although that white nigga who got killed, who's a rapper, or he killed himself, or he was on lean, Peebo or Pee Wee, or I don't know, something. I don't know. Maybe got some funny ass name, but you guys know what I'm talking about. People are suicidal. It could be for a myriad of reasons people are suicidal. It could be a myriad of reasons. Yeah. People are suicidal. That's just something that they're dealing with. And I'm not gonna be tell you to kill yourself or don't kill yourself because I don't know what the fuck you're going through. There may be some situations where maybe it is good to kill yourself, but that's very for most people that's very rare. But for somebody to tell you that you never supposed to kill yourself, that's just somebody who they don't know what the fuck they talk about. Some cases, in very small percentage, maybe it is good to just say fuck this life and start again. This is like if you draw on a piece of paper and you're an artist, or you're making music and the song sucks, you're gonna delete the track and make a new track and start all over. It's like, but that's a very small percentage. Most of the time, you don't need to delete the track. You could just go and edit the track and do whatever. Or you got a piece, you just erase it. If you're an artist, erase it. You don't have to throw the whole thing away. But there's some cases you guys got to throw the whole shit away. You said Lil Peep, yeah, that's who it is, Lil Peep. I said Pee Wee. Uh, he's like, it's scary being in a human body. My biggest fear. See, that's the thing. You shouldn't be in fear of any of that. That shows you're not healed. Because when you're truly healed in a healed mindset, you don't have none of fear of any of that. Because who really cares? Really, at the end of the day, like that's right there is a mental illness. Is having fear of death and losing limbs and body. Like all of that is it's like that you're not supposed to fear that because at the end of the day, anything can really happen. Anything can happen. Just like that can happen, you can also find $1 million on the ground, but you don't think about. You're not excited every morning. Oh, I'm gonna find $1 million on the ground because in your mind you're like, that's not gonna happen. But why don't you have that same thought with you're losing your limbs or your body part? The same way you can lose your limb or your body part, the same way you can find a bag of $1 million on the ground. But you don't think you could find $1 million on the ground, but that's still possible because you're in a human body. So it's possible that you can find a bag on the ground with $1 million. It's more possible than finding an elephant that's scratching his ass and smoking a joint. But why do you choose to focus on the negative and not the positive? You gotta like try to reverse your thinking. And he's like, the human body is fragile. To be honest, it's like it's not that it's not that it's fragile. It's not fragile or not fragile. It's just the human body, just what it is. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Because what it for something. What do you think isn't fragile in life? Whatever you think isn't fragile, that is fragile. It depends on the scale that you're at. Like a baby's arm is fragile, you can say, but then at the same time you say this lamp post or this brick, that's not fragile. But if you went and you fucking got a tank and ran over that brick, or you got a fucking you developed some technology that was able to shoot a laser through that brick and obliterate it, that brick is fragile. So what is fragile and what isn't? Anything can be fragile. Somebody who's a billionaire could be like, "Oh, I'm rich. I can never go broke." And then a person with $100, "Oh, I can't go broke." But yet there's stories where somebody got $100 and with that 100 they made a 10,000 or 100,000. There's stories of billionaires that went broke and killed themselves. They lost half their net worth through litigation and shit. Like, yeah, but damn, an hour late, an hour long. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the room. He said, "What I like about Chauncey is he's unfiltered, real. We need more content. Well, yeah, you ain't gonna have more content creators like me. Like I'm probably the only one you'll probably see. To be honest, most people or they just don't. And I'm not saying everybody got to be like how I am. Like do your thing, but most motherfuckers are fake. I just don't like fakeness, and I'm gonna call it out when I see it. That's just how I am. I can't hold back. I just can't. I have to be myself. I have to be my fucking self. Most people they're scared to really I don't even want to say they scared. They ain't even that they scared. They just it's just probably in their natal chart. They just literally can't do it. They probably got some fucked up ass stellium or alignment where they just are fucking Karen, a male Karen, or just a bitch ass nigga. Like that is actually the astrological. That's an astrological alignment. A bitch ass nigga, male Karen, faggot, get the fuck out my face. I don't like you type of energy. That's an astrological alignment. So a lot of these people you see that you don't like, they can't help it. The same way you got your Mercury in this degree and you speak like this and you know that's how it like you be like, I'm like this because of my sixth house or my seventh house and my Mercury in Gemini and it just like you are sure about there's some people who have an alignment which causes them to be a bitch ass nigga and a male Karen and that's an actual alignment. Maybe they got fucking Mercury and Moon in Cap in the third house. So they just a bitch ass nigga who can't shut the fuck up and always got to tell people what to do. Always got something negative to say. Like, shut your stupid ass up. No one cares what you got to say, nigga. Stop trying to boss everyone around to act like you know everything because you don't know shit. Everything you know is about some stupid earthly matters that nobody cares about, and you want to boss everyone around. And if nobody wants to in your think about reality the way you do, you want to treat everyone like they ain't shit and act fake and two-faced. That's that fucking Moon, Mercury, Capricorn in the third house, bitch ass nigga. It is what it is. Like, yeah. But I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this live stream, guys. It was good with listening to the reading the comments, and I'll probably be online a little bit later. I'm gonna be saying anybody want to start. I'm gonna be doing my another fast tomorrow. I'm gonna be starting my fast tomorrow night. Um, yeah, tomorrow night I'm gonna be starting my another. Right now I'm on break right now, and then I'm gonna start my fast tomorrow. And then this fast, when I end this fast, I'm gonna end it with only liquids, and I'm gonna go from there. I'm gonna just go end it with only liquids, and this is gonna be the first fast I end with only liquids, and I'm gonna go from there. And if anybody wants to join me, I'm gonna leave a community post on when I'm starting, and we can just join. You can just start, and but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna end this live stream, and everybody um enjoy the rest of your fucking day.